good weather conditions, the second day doesn't really offer many difficulties. Starting on the sandy beaches after Point Eric, it continues through muddy plains before a short climb over Red Point Hill. And from the east side of the cliff onwards, the only two difficulties could actually be the two rivers to cross with the only aid of a rope. I walked this track at the end of April, so the dusk comes between 6 and 7 p.m. So in the morning I try to take it easy, to relax, and especially to dry my tent of the dew of the night before. I have my breakfast with hot coffee and cereals, and I try to dry out all my things.
We can judge someone
And at the end, finally, it's time to leave. There it is, from Point Eric, walking all along the beach till get to Black Cliff.
Like the
this is supposed to be a difficult point to cross during high tide, but as you can see, the tide is very low and doesn't really offer a problem at all.
Set by ego and greed, and if we don't see it, then we won't ever be free. And we've all got to learn ourselves before we can judge someone else.
And leaving the beach, guess what? Scrubs and mud. Again, a long walk in the mud.
And we've all got to learn ourselves before we can judge someone else.
Despite it hasn't been raining for almost a week, the west side of Red Point Hills is very wet, and sometimes I sink to my knees.
I think it was hard. I think I'm sweat. Whoa!
Well, I thought it was hard, but but comparing to what I had to do the day after, this little baby in front of me, this was really little nice walk. This is Louisa Bay, which the track bypasses. According to the book, it is still possible to go there, but the routes are not well signed. And finally, this is the view from the top of Red Point Hills looking backwards. The descent is not so wet, and luckily for me, once on the plane, there are those boardwalks which really give a huge help. And finally, the first piece of fun, crossing the faraway creek, which is not really a creek, to me it looks more like a river. And after a couple of hours, it's a time for Louisa River crossing. I've been very lucky anyway, because the water's level was really low. Check it out and watch other YouTube videos on which you can see the same crossing after a heavy rainfall, and you can see they're very dangerous, very scary, and sometimes you have to wait for a day or two in order to wait for the water's level to lower down.
Try to find our way back one of these days.
Woohoo!
I had a dream of
I'm
falling
so tired.
stars in ocean.
Very fast, like 1 hour and 45 minutes from Louisa Creek to Louisa River, and this is the river actually. Oh, beautiful spot. Trying to get to this island. It's better if I close, don't want to soak the camera in the water. So. The campsite on the west side of Luisa River, it's really good, and nevertheless it also has a very close water supply. The only big problem on this side are not this. So many mosquitoes. Luckily I have one of those creams against mosquitoes and sun. It seems it does work. It seems so. But whoa! I got the front of my tent is full of them. Hopefully they're not gonna stay longer. Anyway. So today, second day from Point Eric to Luisa River. Has been kind of tough, especially the first part after left the bay. It was just mud until I had to climb up to get to Red Point Hills. It was very difficult. Then once at the top of Red Point Hills, it was so good. Just watching everything from the top. And going down, it was much more easy and not as muddy as before. That's my impression. That's it. Once at Luisa Creek. It was very easy though. From Luisa Creek to Luisa River, I took 1 hour and 45 minutes. Just easy walk. Thank you to the boardwalks. It was great. They saved my time and maybe my life as well, because sometimes the soil was so strange. I think I would have buried myself in the mud if there was not for the boardwalks. Anyway, this is my little tent. They took 40 minutes. I'm getting better. Okay, this is the Luisa River. Tomorrow is gonna be very tough. So let's say I will take maybe 8 hours, so I have to leave at 9 sharp. Already the sun is going down already. It's only 4:45, but because we are in the bush, not on the seashore, it's much more dark, the shade. So yeah, tomorrow will be the same, I think. It will be a problem putting apart the tent because of the wet. I don't know how to dry it without sun. I will see. So, yeah. And this is the end of the second day. I will have a very proteins-rich dinner for the big day of tomorrow. So for now, I'm gonna sleep for a very long time as well.